Hello everybody, welcome to another Arena Hacks video. Today I'm going to be taking the red and green budget deck, Stomp Stomp, and I'm modifying it even further. We're just going, this isn't a budget deck anymore. I'm basically just showing you what that deck is when you take it to the, I guess the full, like, lots of rares on mythics and everything. And you will notice when we take a look at it that the deck is actually pretty much the same. It just has more of the rares. The numbers of the rares are all increased, and then a lot of the commons and uncommons have been taken out. And that's basically the significant difference that you're going to notice. But you'll also see how it can be more effective, and it is really fun to play. So that being said, we're just going to take a look at the deck and then get to some gameplay. So here's the deck, and this one I called Smasher. Stomp Stomp to Smasher. And you remember in the deck I did add my own Brushfire Elemental in the Stomp Stomp version, the budget version. But there was only one because it's just what I had gotten in a booster pack. And I said if you guys don't want to use the wild cards on it, you don't have to and all that stuff. So I did go over that in that video. But if you look, the Scorching Dragonfires, Edgewall, Rimrock, they were all in the other deck. There was one Brushfire in the other deck. There was one Bonecrusher. There were no Soul Sears, but there were Ram-Throughs. So I replaced the Ram-Throughs with Soul Sears. The thing is, Ram-Throughs require a creature to be on the field. So sometimes I go up against control decks that have a lot of removal in them, and they start killing a lot of your creatures. And a Ram-Through, you need to have a creature on the battlefield. So you target that creature, and that creature deals damage equal to its power to another creature that your opponent controls. So needing to have that creature on the battlefield can be a downside in a lot of situations. So that's why it was switched with Soul Sear, and Soul Sear is just, it does 5 damage, so it's powerful enough to take down a lot of big creatures, and it's only 3 mana, and it's instant speed. So it was a good replacement for Ram-Through. Lovestruck, there was 2 of them in the budget deck, right? So those have just been increased. Questing Beast wasn't in it because he's a mythic rare, and you don't get him in any of the pre-constructed decks that you're given, or so he's definitely going to cost a lot more. If you're just getting started with Magic now, it will be harder to get these guys. It'll actually just cost you more. You're going to have to buy either Throne of Eldraine packs, and then you're probably still going to have to use a few mythic wild cards to get them. So there's 3 of them in there. And again, yeah, there's Embercleaves in the other one too, and I just increased their numbers. Same with Beanstalk Giant was in the other one. It was just 3 of them because that's what you get given to you. So that's all I had in there was 3 of them. So this time I just, again, increased the number. And that's basically, yeah, it's all the same. As you can see, like I took a lot of other stuff out, but all the numbers of all these have been increased. And then what I just talked about, the Questing Beast and the increase of Brushfires, and not that, no, that was just an increase. What was the thing I'm talking about? Soul Sear. Soul Sear and Questing Beast are the 2 things that I've added that weren't in the budget version of this deck. So, yeah, this is the non-budget version. It's Gruul Adventure. Gruul is just kind of a Ravnica clan for, red-green. So if you're new to Magic the Gathering, that's what Gruul is. Came out, these kind of house names came out a long time ago. I think I think blue and red. Yes, blue and red, I think, is what is it is. Is it? I-Z-Z-E-T? Anyways, there's Dimir, there's Boros, Conclave, like, there's all kinds of different combinations of colors that they have names for. Anyways, this is Gruul. It's called Gruul Adventures because we use Edgewall Innkeeper with 4 Bonecrusher Giants and 4 Lovestruck Beasts to get a lot of card draw. I added the Beanstalk Giants in there because they do have that extra fertile footsteps that I love, so it thins out the lands in your library. So does Fabled Passage. Not only does it go very good with the Brushfire and Elemental to get extra land drops, and he's the only guy in this deck who has landfall, but you get those extra landfall triggers with the Fabled Passage. And once again, you play a land that you draw or that you get into your hand, you play it, you sacrifice it into your graveyard, and you get another land from your library onto the battlefield. So it helps take the lands out of your library and put them on the battlefield so that every card you draw is a spell, a creature, a Soul Sear, or something that you need to really pound it to your opponent and just beat them. So that's how Gruul decks work, is they just get lots of creatures, throw lots of damage at your opponent fast. Not as fast as mono red, but still really fast. And but their creatures get bigger faster, whereas mono red doesn't really, they just keep throwing damage like crazy, pow, 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 whereas this is more like, we're throwing a lot of damage, but it's just small damage at first, and that damage grows exponentially. It's like the creatures get very powerful very quickly in these kinds of decks, and there's just a lot of damage that just gets thrown at your opponent very quickly, if you get a good card draw. So yeah, that's how the deck is basically supposed to work. Your win cons are putting an Embercleave on either a Questing Beast or Brushfire, which are more difficult to block. Or if the game drags on for a long time, you can always throw an Embercleave on a Beanstalk Giant. When you play the Beanstalk Giant, it's going to be a 7/7 or higher, because the only way to produce mana in here, in this deck, is your lands. Now there is some mana ramp with the Beanstalk Giant, and that's about it. There's no other ramp in this deck. Just the first tile footsteps. The Edgewall kind of is ramp with the extra card draw. It's sort of like mana ramp, because you're going to draw more lands, and you're not going to miss your land drops then. Or at least that's the idea. That's what it's supposed to do. But other than that, it's only lands that are going to give you mana in this deck. So when you play a Beanstalk Giant, it's minimum a 7/7. You throw an Embercleave on him, it's an 8/8 with double strike and trample. So yeah, that's game ender right there pretty much. And yeah, that's basically what you do. You try to throw as much damage at your opponent as fast as you can. Big creatures, relatively careless with them, like mono red is careless with their creatures. They don't really care if you die, you just throw them at your opponent. Certain mono red decks, anyways, the ones I've showed you on this channel, do work like that. But yeah, that's the deck. It's, like I said, more or less the same as the other ones. So let's go see what it's like in the gameplay. Okay. Ooh, I don't like the lack of green off the start. Maybe we can hold out for green and use Stomp to kill any of his earlier creatures and Scorching Dragonfire with our red until we get green for Brushfire, and we'll play the Fabled Passage with our Brushfire out, maybe. Hopefully, we'll see. Start with the mountain and that guy. Start with the mountain and nothing. I need at least 2 mana to do anything, so he gets that out. Can't equip it yet. Smack me for 1. Any target? Any target he does damage to. Okay then, I'll just end the turn there, see what he does. It's his turn. If he goes to equip that thing to this guy, I'll kill him right away, so it does less damage. Like that. So he'll only do 1 damage to face. And then he's also wasting 2 mana trying to equip this. What you do with instances, you pick the timing, and I just forced him to waste his turn, basically. Ah, dang it. Dang it. I need that green mana, I have to play this. That sucks so much. I just need that green mana. He must have thought I was mono red up until now. He looks like he's mono red though, only mountains. Here comes Rimrock. Boom. Stomp his face. Yeah, he just spent mana on that. So yeah, let's stomp his face now. Definitely good time for it. A lot of mana wasted there, and he's got nothing to show, and he's out. We win the game just by playing burn spells. The burn spells are just supposed to help us survive until we can play our awesome stuff. Although this game was not the best card draw for us. Still win. Yeah, we didn't even do any damage to him. Wow, it just aggravated him a lot. Oh well, next game. I hate this double Embercleave in the opening hand though. That's really, it's like good here, terrible over here. Mana base is perfect. Yeah. Alright, let's keep it, and hopefully I can shoot something down with the Stomp from the Bonecrusher, and hopefully that'll buy me enough time to, I don't know. Edgewall for some card draw when I play my Bonecrusher, so that'll be nice. I think I'll play the Edgewall next turn. This guy looks like he's running more of a control deck. Do I have any tap lands? No, I don't. So let's just go Forest, Edgewall. that's the end of my turn. That's supposed to be like German for Dragon Lord, I guess? Is this, his sleeves here, that's the German flag. And Drachenlord. Lord. Drachenlord? Something like that. So that sucks. He shoots down my guy. All I want to do is shoot down his guys. Let's go mountain. Yeah, tell me I'm playing a control deck, and all I get is my removal, and none of my creatures. And then last game I got none of my removal and all my creatures while my opponent just destroyed them all. Wow, that seems so perfectly orchestrated somehow. Like, I perfectly missed everything I need, and regardless of who my opponent is? That seems unusual. He doesn't have the 2 mana to sack him, so I can just kind of want to play my Bonecrusher. Let's play it. It's burning a hole in my hand. Gotta play that Stomp. So now he has to bring him back before he can get any card draw advantage out of it. We'll go like that. Should I ramp? Or get the Crusher down? Let's get the Crusher down. Yeah, let's get the Crusher. And the next turn when I untap, I can do Soul Sears, depending on what he plays, which he's probably just going to shoot my Bonecrusher down, knowing my luck. He's got the exact card he needs for that. Let's see. Yeah. Of course, like I said. Yeah, that is going to be pretty useless unless I can get a creature to Boulder Rush. I'm not just going to hard cast him because he's going to shoot him down for sure. Well, maybe, I don't know. Might as well, whatever. We'll shoot down whatever I play. Let's see if I can make him waste his, this is all his removal on cheap little guys like this. And if he doesn't shoot, what, it'll be 5? 6? Yeah, with 1 creature attacking, this becomes 5. So I can actually throw the Embercleave on this guy and do 8 damage if he leaves him alone. And all I see from our opponent is black, which means no counter spells. Okay, draining gain of 2. That'll still, Embercleaving that guy would still be brutal even if he decides to block. Ooh, but that means Embercleave's going to take all my mana. This guy will shoot that down. Soul Sear. That costs 3. So does the Beanstalk Giant's Fertile Footsteps, but land. Yeah, so I'll have 3 left after I play this. Let's go for, I don't know, let's go for another green. Another forest. And then we'll attack with the Rimrock. And Soul Sear this guy. Keeps giving him priority because he can scry with his Maze Mind. And he doesn't. He probably wants to use it for card draw instead. Now he's gonna discard this. Whoa, 2 cards. That sucks. Jeez, that's most of my hand here. How many do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 1 more land and I can start playing these guys. Well, let's go 1 Embercleave just because I have 2. Really don't want to get rid of that Soul Sear, but I kind of have to, which really sucks. Because that Soul Sear will take down this guy. But then again, so will Embercleave. What do I have here? 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. These cost 7. This will cost 5. I'll have 4 left. Damn. So what do I want to do? Damage? Or do I want to prepare to start dropping Beanstalk Giants? Let's prepare to start dropping Beanstalk Giants and stick with the 3 damage per turn for now. Let's go with another red. So yeah, if I attack with this guy, it's not going to be enough. It doesn't reduce this. I only have 4 mana untapped. That's close. But now I have enough lands. When I untap, I will be able to start casting Beanstalk Giants, which are going to be, what are they, 7/7s. Okay, that's not too great. Before casting the Beanstalk Giant, so what I should do is attack with Rimrock and perhaps throw the Embercleave on to get rid of his Savage Gorger. He might be willing to block and trade with the Rimrock, but when I throw the Embercleave on, it won't be a trade. 2 attackers reduce it to 4 mana for the Embercleave. Not enough to play this guy and Embercleave and put an Embercleave on him. Dang it. Damn. What do I do? I so want to play Questing Beast. Questing Beast won't be able to be blocked by Savage Gorger. What are those 3 cards that he has? Urgh. I don't know which way to go here. Questing Beast. He has made me discard cards before. So let's just go for damage, I think. Let's see if he blocks. If he doesn't block, I can throw this on for 8 damage. That's half of his health. And then, no, I can't play the Questing Beast after. Well, let's slow roll the Questing Beast then. I think that sounds like not a bad idea. I hate when I have to decide and I can't play both spells. Urgh. Questing Beast has haste too, so you play him, you drop him, you attack with him, and that makes the Embercleave cheaper. But yeah, like 4 mana for the Questing Beast, 6 mana for the Embercleave. 2 creatures only reduces it to 4, and it's like, don't have 8 mana. I only had 7. Now I have 8. Now I have enough. Great. So it'd be pretty bad for him to lose his veto. Veto cannot block Questing Beast, so I say this time we throw Questing Beast down and start rampaging a little bit here. Cast something. Murder Threader on that guy. Figures. Can't block the Questing Beast. Take 4. 3 mana to equip. Do I want to equip it? I don't know if it matters whether I equip it or not. Might as well. I have nothing else to do with the mana, so. And, yeah. What's he doing? Scrying. Still has like these guys in exile. What is that? Ouch. That hurts. He gains some life. Gains life with that too. That really sucks. Still can't block the Questing Beast that does have an Embercleave on it. For 10 total damage. Dang it. And then 2 flying. What's he gonna find a way to sneak little bits of dirty damage here and there? Like just little bits here and there? Brushfire would end this game. Just that 1 extra damage is all I need. Or even just to somehow increase the Questing Beast by a little bit more. I don't know. Yeah, that does not do it. Buddy wins by shit luck. More shit luck than brains. Why does he have priority now? What is it waiting for? Yeah. That's all I can do. Nothing has reach, so whatever. Well, that really sucks losing like that. We're each down to 1. We'll throw a good game. I guess it was. I hate losing just by luck and there's nothing you can say or do about it. Did I concede or did he win? I hit the concede button. Did I not? But then it still did -3 to me before. I'm down to -3 now all of a sudden. All right, let's see if we can actually get a real game this time. Looks pretty good. Looks like a good start. Hopefully our deck doesn't let us down again, as usual. go with that. To start. See what the opponent does. Fizz. Same thing that's in my beer. Throw that down. Hit for 2. Is that gain life? Yeah, life gain there. Looks like he's gonna kill that already. Seems like it would almost be better to just hold off. I should have played the Boulder Rush and done 3 damage with this guy. And then hold this guy. Okay, so he's not doing anything to it. Alright. That's not a bad idea if I'm worried about this guy playing a spell to kill my Brushfire. I could have just used the Boulder Rush to pump up this token and attack for 3 instead of just 2 damage. What do I do? Let's play a land and then we'll put... Let's put Boulder Rush on the Brushfire Elemental later. Let's go for it. Pump up the Brushfire. Okay, he has something to do for 1 mana. Let's attack. Okay, he lets it through, and then we play with it. I wonder if he's waiting for me to play that so he can do something to it. Which I'm okay with, because next turn I can do a mountain to make him a 3/3 and then Boulder Rush to make him a 5/3. Okay, so he's hitting the Lovestruck. I'm not too surprised. Ooh, that's a better one to play. I can double pump the Brushfire and do a Boulder Rush. That's nice. Let's go green, because let's do red. I have a lot of red in my hand. That's a double pump on that. Boulder Rush him. And still attack with the 1/1. Lots of damage. Oh, let's just throw the Rimrock down then, actually. We can, when we untap, we can play one of these. If he plays a creature that we need to burn. Hopefully Embercleave. Embercleave would be nice. Play a land, this becomes a 3/3. 3 attackers, so it becomes only 3 mana for the Embercleave. 2 red and 1 other. Yeah, that would be a nice turn. Draw, not a nice pickup. And I don't get it, of course. This guy was running the deck, he'd get it. Well, that's for sure. Alright, let's attack with everybody, and then we will Dragonfire his bird here. That's 3, 6, 7. Is this any target? Target creature or planeswalker? No. Dang. Down to 1. We just need to sneak 1 past them next turn, though. 1 creature needs to survive that just can get some damage in. And we got it. So what's he doing? He's probably going to gain 3 life somewhere so he gets a token to block with. But it still doesn't matter. 1 token, 1 blocker is not going to save him. Oh, he's going for 4 life. That helps. That's still not going to save him. This is exactly 5 damage here still. Now he's going to get 2 blockers. Although they can't block this guy. Let's hit one of them. Oh, and then Embercleave, that's it. Yeah, it's done. Even without the Embercleave, it's probably over. But yeah, that Embercleave, it's guaranteed done. We got this. That card draw is, yeah. Definitely got the mana to play it. Let's put it on him. And he still does 4 more damage. So we like that and everybody else. Right on. So, there it was. What did you guys think? It's definitely a really fun deck. Yeah, what did you guys think of it? Do you like it? I love playing decks like this. This is one of my favorite decks. I mentioned in my mono green deck that I love mono green because it's just a fun beatdown. Well, red green gruul is even more of a beatdown than mono green because red just adds extra speed and damage, and then the green gives you all that value, big, powerful creatures that mix well with the Embercleave that increases damage and just amplifies damage. So I love decks like this, just lots of creatures, just beating my opponent down. My favorite way to win. I prefer to win this way than I do with control decks, but let me know what you guys think. Somebody did ask for me to do a mill controlled budget deck, which I am working on that. That actually became a bit of a rabbit hole. I've got like 3 different mill control budget decks that I'm working on right now. But yeah, let me know what you think. Would you prefer to win with control decks? Do you prefer to win with beatdown decks like this? This is definitely my favorite, so you're probably going to see more of this on the channel than the control decks, but I am working on some of those and will be showing off some of those as well. But if you like the deck and you like the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All that fun stuff. Check out what else is over here, anything else you might like, or if you're a beginner and getting started, check out that playlist, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Cheers.